DOTR Secretary Vince Dizon assumed office today, and his first order to suspend once again the plan to make toll collections in expressways 100% cashless. Jared De La Peña has that report.
Vince Dizon hits the ground running as he formally assumed the post vacated by resigned Transportation Chief Jaime Bautista. His first order, suspend the implementation of the 100% cashless toll collection in expressways. According to the new Transportation Secretary, this needs more study.
Having a cashless system is not pro-poor. It is anti-poor. Why? Tayo siguro dito, kasi kayo, alam ko matataas ang sweldo nyo, kaya nyong mag-load sa Easy Trip tsaka sa Auto Sweep ng 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. Pero paano yung mga kababayan natin na sagad-sagad ang budget? Di ba? Hindi sila makaka-load. Tingnan muna natin yung sistema. Di ba? Is there a way to make it more efficient? Okay ba? Lahat ba ng barrier gumagana? Lahat ba ng RFID nababasa? Di ba? Kasi kung may problema pa tayong gano'n at hindi pa halos perfecto yung sistema natin, baka hindi pa panahon para bigla-biglaan tayong mag-cashless.
Recall that the Toll Regulatory Board gave the cashless toll implementation the green light, supposedly starting March 15. The TRB has been informed about Dizon's decision, and so have San Miguel Corporation, which operates SLEX, Skyway, NLEX, and TPLEX, and the Metro Pacific Group, which operates NLEX, SCTEX, Cavitex, and the Cebu Cordova Link Expressway. But the firms have yet to comment on the matter. In a statement last Wednesday, NLEX Corporation said it has invested almost 1.4 billion pesos in automatic license plate recognition cameras so that RFID tags in vehicles can be read more easily. Meantime, Dizon noted President Bongbong Marcos's marching order to fast-track infrastructure projects meant to improve the traffic situation. This is in the works, but the new DOTR chief also wants to focus on what can be fixed at once, such as the EDSA busway, additional train coaches, rehabilitation and privatization of regional airports, improvement of agricultural ports, construction of cruise terminals, and revamping of the Pasig River ferry system. Dizon's goal, make more roads walkable to lessen the need for transportation.
Ang paggawa ng bagong kalye, hindi yan ang ultimate solution. Ang ultimate solution is mass transit, high-capacity mass transit. That's the ultimate solution. And also, making the environment in the city conducive for people to walk. No, lalo na in this day and age where wellness is so important, especially to our young people, di ba? It's so important. But how can they walk when there is no infrastructure that will allow them to walk?
There will likewise be privatization under Dizon's leadership.
May gagawin tayong infrastruktura, airport, train, etc. Mapapabayaan yan eh. After a few years, mapapabayaan eh. So I absolutely agree, and I really want to thank Secretary Jimmy for number one, for really leading this push to privatize. No, I mean, napakalaking bagay po ng privatization ng NAIA. No, and I think that has really set the tone.
And yes, the transport chief is not junking the PUV modernization program, but Dizon said he will welcome dialogue with jeepney operators and drivers.
Ang kailangan talagang kausapin natin dito ay yung mga transport workers, yung ating mga operator, yung ating mga driver. Kasi at the end of the day, kung ano ang dagdag na gastos, sila ang kailangan mag-bear nun eh. Sila ang sasalo nun eh. Tingin ko, meron din silang mga legitimong concerns na kailangan pakinggan ng gobyerno.
No promises though from Secretary Dizon about finally solving the country's transport crisis.
We're not going to fix traffic in 5 years, maybe not even in 10 years. But we can do some things now to slowly alleviate the commuter and the motorist experience.
Dizon is bringing in his experience to the DOTR along with some undersecretaries. He hinted at tapping personalities with extensive know-how in the ins and outs of transport management. But Dizon was quick to clarify that some of Bautista's team will be retained in the DOTR. For News 5, Gerard De La Peña, We Are One News.